I might be tweaking out, but just hear me out, okay? I think cutscenes are one of the worst things you can add to any game or like any Roblox game. What type of cutscenes? You know, the ones that they're not normal cutscenes. Normal cutscenes are alright, but the cutscenes where, you know, it's part of a move or something, or let's say you get hit by something and it just plays an animation that you can't get out of. Now, there are two types of cutscene moves. Actual cutscenes, so like beatdowns and, you know, different, you know what I mean, like actual camera work and stuff. And then there's ones that aren't, like, they don't have camera work in them, but they still like keep you locked in one place. Almost every anime game has these, and sure, they look good in trailers and like outside of the game, but honestly, if you're in the middle of a fight, you're going to fall out of the immersion that you once had. I've felt this way about pretty much everything. Even with YBA's like old beatdowns, I felt this exact same way. You literally couldn't do anything for the entire time, and that's why they made it shorter. They made all of them shorter, all the beatdowns, because they understand that time away from the fight and engaging in the fight is just ruining immersion. However, I will say though, YBA's old beatdowns, they somewhat serve the purpose more than just looking cool, but these were more like artificial and made by, you know, the player base, right? Let's say you're in like an SBR match and you want to stall for your friends, right? And you landed an old Star Platinum the World beatdown on someone. That was like a good 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure, 20 to 30 seconds where you could stall for your friends to come help you. And that has gotten me out of so many situations sometimes. And I was able to save some of my friends because, you know, they used the beatdown as well. However, in most games, these cutscenes have literally no purpose at all. They have no reason of being there other than to look cool, which is okay. But again, I feel like it takes away from the immersion of a fight. In my opinion, that's bad like PvP or combat design. I'm gonna use an example here that this stand really pisses me off, and there's a reason why I basically never use it. Stone Free is the most annoying thing to fight. He has like 3 cutscene moves, I'm pretty sure, and all of them make me want to rip my eyes out whenever I get hit by them. Seriously, I don't mind getting hit by anything else. The World of Heaven's Lightning, a full time stop combo, even Hermit Purple's grab, I do not mind that. These things, you can literally get out of them, okay? You can counter them in some way. In my opinion, anything that gets you to like lift your hands off of your keyboard or whatever you're using to play while you're in the middle of a fight probably shouldn't be in the game. Whenever I'm playing a game like Deepwoken, right, I am fully locked in whenever I am fighting. I do not ever lift my hand off of the keyboard because the game requires me to keep it on it all the time. It requires you to focus. However, in games like current YBA or like any other game with cutscenes, I feel like it just affects the immersion. In my opinion, YBA itself fell off the minute it started adding moves like that. The most we could handle at the time was Gold Experience, Star Platinum the World, and is there even another beatdown? I guess Tusk Act 4. All of these beatdowns were annoying, but at least they serve the purpose sometimes. In most games, they don't at all. You're not buying time for anyone. You're not like trying to replenish your moves or anything. There's no need for a cutscene to be like 2 seconds or 3, 4, 5 seconds. Also, I think in old YBA, the reason why these beatdowns were kind of alright to deal with was because like you could just parry them. You could literally just parry them, and the wind up was crazy high. Like there was no way you didn't see it coming, and if you were good enough at the game, you could see it coming at any moment. But in most games, I don't think that's the case. Cutscenes are, I feel like they're very bad for games or PvP games or whatever. Whenever I see games like that, I feel, and maybe this is just my issue, but like I feel like every time a game adds cutscenes, it just ruins the game. I feel like it just ruins it. The best type of combat is the one that you don't lose immersion out of. I know for a fact everyone just stops paying attention and loses their focus the minute they're hit with a cutscene move. Are these games gonna remove cutscenes? No, they're easy ways to like make something look cool. You know, how many games have you seen where they have all these cool, you know, all these cool cutscenes, and animations, and then the game actually like comes out and then it's not all that good, you know. I might be weird when I'm saying this, but I prefer the old YBA beatdowns where like there wasn't any crazy animations and stuff. You could genuinely just see what's around you. You could make your next move. You had to pay attention. You know, you still had, even though, remember those SPR matches, even though you landed a beatdown on someone, you would still need to think about your next move. You had to be thinking about your next move, because if you're surrounded by 5 people, that beatdown isn't doing anything. This was a bit of a random rant, and honestly, this was something that's been on my mind for a long time. Whenever I see cutscenes in a game, I just know it's cooked. Honestly, I know it's cooked. But I hope at least someone shares my opinion, and like, you know, at least someone gets where I'm coming from, because I'm a fan of PvP where I feel like I have some level of control at all times. Like if I die, it's on me, and it's not because someone has like a busted ability or something. And like if I lose, you know, if I get damaged or something, it's me being punished for not doing something else. I hope someone gets me at least. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll get a progression or something out. I want to make a long video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.